I'm Laurie, and welcome to your at-home lower body, back, and abs strength workout. What you need today? Quite a few things. First, dumbbells. Whatever you have, grab them. For resistance reference, I have a pair of 20, 25, and 35-pound dumbbells. I will always tell you what I am using. Just remember, you and I are different, so find a weight selection that feels challenging for you while maintaining great form throughout. You also need bands, and you need to anchor your band onto something sturdy, hence the different background for today. One band, go ahead and anchor it high, if possible, right around top of head level, but anywhere from here to here will do as well. You will need this long band for kneeling, single arm, high to low rows. And then you will also need a nice, sturdy, and thick super band. We will be using this for banded from behind RDLs. You don't need this, but this provides extra tension on the glutes throughout. You'll also need a workout bench. If you don't have a workout bench, you can replace it with something similar, like a chair or a stool, or even an ottoman. We will be using the bench for a variety of things like Bulgarians, Copenhagen planks. And lastly, you will need a mat for the very end of the workout when we perform our ab burnout. You may also want it for the kneeling high to low rows. Here's today's format. We have trisets. We perform each triset twice. The trisets will always go unilateral exercise on the other side, followed by a bilateral exercise. The unilateral, if it's back, then the bilateral will be lower body. If the unilateral is lower body, then the bilateral will be back. First round, we go 60 seconds for the two unilateral exercises. We then get a 30-second recover transition into whatever exercise we have coming next. And then that exercise will be performed for 75 seconds. 30 seconds to transition, recover, adjust your weight selection as needed. And then we cut the time for round two down to 45. We still get that 30-second transition, and then 60 seconds for the bilateral. That extra transition time will allow us to adjust whatever equipment we need. And of course, if you need extra time, hit pause. Now, I am cueing some slow tempo throughout, so I prefer for you to go with that slow tempo as well. Slower doesn't mean easier. Slower is going to be more challenging, more time under tension, and a longer time in the contraction to really establish that mind-muscle connection and really fire up the intended muscle group. I will be doing a voiceover, dubbing over on top of what I'm doing because this mic and the metal is no good. So grab all your stuff. I suggest going ahead, starting with your dumbbells on your bench because we have RDLs first for our dumbbell exercise. Set your band, if you can, around head level. Find something to anchor on. Just make sure that object is sturdy, and then set your band right around hip level for banded from behind RDLs. That's the setup that we need currently. We will be beginning with a very quick warm up for the lower body, external, internal. We'll just be taking the hip through different ranges of motion, 10 reps each. I'm gonna count it with you. For our back, this is a great warm up into the actual workout. So go ahead, grab your stuff, meet me in a standing position, and let's get warmed up. We begin by warming up the hips. We have external hip rotations to start, 10 on the left, 10 on the right. We go in 3, 2, and 1, let's go. Think about making big circles with the hips going in that outward rotation. That's 3 left, 3 right. We got 7 more. Take your time. You and I do not have to go at the same speed, same tempo. 5 more. Here's our last 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last one each side. On to hip swings, starting on the right, front and back. Let's go. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Keep that ribcage stacked over pelvis. Here's our last 2. Last one. And now we go to the side. Take the foot in front. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and here's our last one. Nice. All right. Other side, front and back. Let's do a little practice run. Rib cage stays stacked over pelvis. That's 1. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. We abduct and adduct. Leg goes in front. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and last one. Nice. On to the workout. We begin our workout with single arm high to low rows. Have the band anchored right around top of head level, anywhere between chin and top of head level is fine. Left foot goes forward, right foot goes behind. Square out the hips, keep the core engaged. Neutral grip, quarter rep in the contraction. We should be feeling this in our right lat. Let's go. Grab that handle, stretch, contract, contract again. Big stretch, contract, contract again. Slow, keep it controlled, contract, contract again. I want you to feel the lat, feel the space underneath the armpit. If this does not feel challenging, walk it away from your anchor point so you have more resistance on the band and or increase the band resistance to make it more challenging. One more rep. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Release, switch sides, right foot in front, left foot behind, left hand grabs the handle, and let's go. Contract, contract again. Big stretch. Get length in the lat during that stretch. Feel the stretch, feel the contraction twice. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Recover. Next up, we have a 75-second exercise. It is banded from behind, RDLs. So go ahead, shimmy into that band if you have it. It should be right around hip level, give or take a few inches. That's fine. Make sure you have enough resistance around the band to where it feels challenging. Have the band right around hip level. We are moving from the hips like a door hinge is opening and closing. Grab your dumbbells. I have 25s. This is a slow, controlled tempo. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. We take it down for 3, 2, 1. Drive it up. Squeeze in to the band for 2 counts. Now we take it down. 3, 2, 1. Glutes drive you up. Squeeze. Take it down. 3, 2, 1. Glutes drive you up. Squeeze. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi. Then we go down. 3, 2, 1. Glutes drive you up. Squeeze. 1, 2, and do it again. Targeted muscle groups, glutes, hamstrings, core is engaged. Keep the rib cage stacked over pelvis. Keep the spine as neutral as possible. The movement is in the hips, not the spine. Final rep, last 3, 2, squeeze, and 1, release. Nice work. Walk it on back. Release those dumbbells. We go back to our bandit. High to low, neutral grip row, but this time with a normal tempo. If you need more of a challenge, switch out your band right now to something a little bit more heavy and challenging. You can always, again, walk it away from the anchor point to make it more challenging as well. Normal tempo, only 45 seconds this round. Feel it in that right lat. Keep the core tight throughout. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Normal tempo. Let's go. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Switch sides, right foot forward, left foot back. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. 45 seconds. Last 3, 2, and release. Nice work. All right, we have our final round of banded from behind dumbbell RDLs. This is where you can really challenge yourself, increase your weight if that first round felt good. Normal tempo. I am using 35-pound dumbbells. Find something that feels challenging for you while maintaining great form throughout. Normal tempo, but that doesn't mean as quick as possible. Control it still. All right, movement is in the hips, glutes and hamstrings. Let's burn it out. In 3, 2, and 1, let's go.
We gon' break up, then we make up. Act like we're gonna be friends. Blaze the fire, take me higher. Leave it all over again, all over again. Leave it all over again, all over again. Leave it all over again. We gon' break up, then we make up.
I know it's burning. Fight through it. Keep the form locked in. We have 5, we have 4, 3, 2, and last rep, 1, release. Nice work. All right, undo from that. That was tough. We have a Bulgarian split squats are next. Hold the dumbbell in the contralateral hand. Brace yourself with the ipsilateral hand. So right foot will be forward, left foot goes onto the bench, right hand is bracing on your sturdy object, left hand has the dumbbell. I am using a 20-pound dumbbell to start. We have a quarter rep at the bottom. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Take it down, quarter the way up, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down, quarter up, all the way down, all the way up. We're really going to light up your right glute and your right quad. Core is working, but we are assisting however much we need to with that right hand to help keep our balance. This provides more stabilization so we can really hone in on that right quad and right glute.
Break up, then we make up. Act like we're gonna be friends. Blaze the fire, take me higher.
Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Release, shake it out. Oh my goodness. All right, get right to it. Other side in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Quarter rep at the bottom.
Crown, had the world in my hand, ruler of land, I never look back.
Last 3, 2, and 1. Recover. Nice work. Next up, we have a hip hinge semi-pronated grip row. Bilateral. I am using 20-pound dumbbells in each. It's a hinge motion, so just like that RDL we had the last set, we're holding that throughout, so try not to round the spine. Core, sharp exhale to keep it tight throughout. That's what I mean by keeping the core tight, but breathe through it. All right, semi-pronated grip, so take the elbows back at a 45-degree angle. Hinge to start. We got to start at that bottom motion in 3, 2, and 1. Take it down. Now we row it up. Pause in the contraction. 3, 2, 1. Slow this round. 1 count up, 1 count squeeze. 3, 2, 1. 1 count up, 1 count squeeze. 3, 2, 1. One more rep and recover. Nice work. Whew. Okay, we have one more round of Bulgarian split squats. Good news, 45 seconds. Bad news, if you can. Good and bad news. It's good news. Try to increase the weight. If you had it down the previous round, 45 seconds, normal tempo, increase your weight selection if it's available to you. I am going to go aim for 25 pounds. Rest, pause as needed. If we don't try it, we don't know if we can do it. All right, here we go. Grab that dumbbell with the left hand. Right foot is forward in 3, 2, and 1. Straight up, straight down. That quad is going to burn. Fight through it. Last 3, 2, and 1. Release. We can't cry because we got to do the other side first. Left side in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. We got a match. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Release. Oh my goodness. All right, back to those bilateral semi-pronated rows, hip hinge position. I was planning on doing 25 pounds, but those Bulgarians got the best of me, so it's back to 20 so I can keep good form. 60 seconds, normal tempo. That's a lot of reps, high volume. Grab a weight selection that feels challenging for you while maintaining great form throughout. Rest, pause as needed, or switch to alternating if needed as well. All right, wipe off the tears and let's go. We switch to alternating in 3, 2, 1. Alternate left, alternate right. Row left, row Right, so one side gets a rest while the other side is working. Keep the core tight. We got 20 seconds. You got this. Here's our last 3, 2, make sure both sides are equal, and 1. All right, good news. Next exercise is body weight only. Bad news is it's Copenhagen plank ups. Okay, so I am doing this. I'll show you a modification once we get started, but I'm doing this on my foot, squeezing both feet into the bench. That's going to light up your inner thighs. Now, if needed, perform it on the knees. So one knee on the ground, one knee on the bench. That will be more doable. All right. Plank ups, 1 count pause at the top. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Bring yourself up. Use that top hand to assist up. Squeeze. Control it down. Use that top hand to assist up. Squeeze. Control it down. One more time like this. Now I'll show you what the modification looks like. Same thing, just shorten lever, working the same exact muscle groups. Do what you need to do for this workout. You can always start here, finish off with the modification, or start and end with the modification. It is up to you. We got 30 more seconds left. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. Nice work. All right, I'm flipping away from you just momentarily. Other side, let's go. Up and squeeze. Control it down. Up and squeeze. Control it down. Whatever variation you performed on the other side, match it on this side. We always want to keep those sides nice and equal. 45 more seconds. Stay with it. Here's our last 3, 2, and 1. And 1. Recover. Had to get one more rep in. All right, stand it on up. We have banded pullovers. Have that band anchored as high as you can. For me, it's slightly above the head. We're going to hinge the hips back so we can really increase the stretch in the lats. The lats are the intended muscle group, so try not to hinge from the elbow or that will start to recruit the triceps. Not wrong, just we're trying to focus the back today, not the triceps. So squeeze the lats, feel the stretch, and the eccentric. Here we go. Contract the lats, pause, 3, 2, 1. Contract, squeeze, 3, 2. Feel the lats stretch, feel the lats contract. Take it slow, take it controlled. I am struggling right here with this weight. Also, be mindful of the spine. Try to keep the spine in a neutral position. It's really easy to let the belly dip forward and to have an excessive arch in the lumbar spine. Try to just think about keeping your rib cage stacked over pelvis, even in this hinged position. Here's our last 3, 2, and I couldn't get that last rep in. 1. I will be changing my band for that final round because that one is heavy. Okay, we have Copenhagen plank ups into a hold. We start 15 seconds with plank ups. And then we're gonna hold for 30 seconds, rest, pause. That means come out of it, go in it as many times as needed until time is called. This one's fun. This is what we do for fun, y'all. Come on. Let's have fun together. We're gonna light up those inner thighs. Here we go. This is gonna challenge us. We love the challenge. We go in 3, 2, and 1, 15-second plank ups. In 5 seconds, we hold. In 3, 2, 1, hold at the top. All right, it's starting to burn. Hold it for as long as possible. Hold, hold, hold. Fight through it, fight through it. Come on, we got 20 seconds. If needed, come out of it, shake it out, take a breath, and get right back into it. Come on, we got this. Final 10. Here's our last 3, 2, 1, and release. Other side, get right to it. We go to plank ups, other side. Right now, let's go, 15 seconds. In 5 seconds, we hold at the top. Last 3, 2, and 1. Hold at the top, 30 seconds. Try to squeeze both feet into that bench. You got this, 20 seconds. Just like the other side, if you need to come out of it for a second, come out of it, take a breath, and get right back into it. Less than 10. We got 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Nice work. All right, we have pullovers. Oh, no time to cry after that. Sorry, didn't program that in. Okay, I will be switching up my band though to something lighter because I could not get that last rep in. Now it's normal tempo, and I want to keep my form on point. So that's what we got to do sometimes. Pullovers, normal tempo. This is targeting your lats. We go. Hinge in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
I've been fighting everything you say. I've been trying to go the other way, but I can't seem to get you out of my head. Out of my head. I've been fighting everything you be, 'cause everything you be is changing me, and I can't seem to get you out of my head. Out of my head. I got time for you. I got time for you, so be mine. Would you give me time to give it all to you? Give it all to you. Let me give it all to you.
Last 3, 2, and 1. Recover. Ooh, all right. We are on to our final tricep. Where did the time go? All right, now we have single arm, staggered, neutral grip row. We're going to start with a quarter rep at the top. Neutral grip, so think about driving the elbow back towards the hip. Feel your lat work here. Core's got to stay tight to help stabilize the hips. So sharp exhale or fog up a mirror. Keep that engagement, but breathe through it. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Right hand has that dumbbell, quarter rep, control it down. Now you're bracing yourself on your object, your bench. You can brace yourself on yourself. You can even, put your left forearm on your left quad if you want, or you can brace it on the bench. Up to you. Feel it in the right lat.
Get you out of my head. Out of my head. I got time for you. I got time for you, so be mine. Would you give me time to give it all to you? Give it all to you. Let me give it all to you. Wanna give it all to you.
One more rep and switch sides. Here we go. Right into it. Use the same exact weight. We go. right now. Quarter rep at the top. Core stays tight, control it down. Feel the length, feel the contraction twice.
Give me something new. I want it back through and through. Just do it. I'll let you rule. I know you like to break the rules. And
Last 3, 2, and 1. I'm putting that 25-pound dumbbell away, and I'm grabbing a 35-pound dumbbell for hip thrusts, slow tempo, big pause at the top. This one is going to light your glutes up on fire. And I want you to take it slow, and I want you to hold at the top. Quality over quantity here. Okay, let's shimmy on down, do our bench. Bottom of the shoulder blades go up against your bench. It's a hinge motion, just like the RDLs, but now we're on the bench. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Drive it up. 2 count pause at the top. 3, 2, 1. 1 count up, 2 count pause. 3, 2, 1. 1 count up, 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3, 2, 1. Hinge from the hips. Make sure rib cage stays stacked over pelvis, and we're not letting the rib cage flare, and we don't have movement in the lumbar spine. If the lumbar spine has movement, we will feel it by the lumbar spine. So keep it locked in. Keep the movement in the hips. Last rep and recover. Nice work. All right, back to those rows. This is our final back exercise of the day. If you can, increase your weight. I'm going to 35 pounds. We can always drop it. Let's start. Let's see if we can do it. All right. We made a good connection that previous round. This time, 45 seconds, normal tempo. I'm going on my weaker side first. That's my right side, actually. Here we go. Get into position. Brace yourself with the offhand normal tempo. In 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. If you can, dead stop at the bottom. That means just let the dumbbell take a complete rest on the floor before pulling it up. If that's not accessible to you, you can always just let it hang like we did the previous round. One more rep, and nice. Let's switch sides. Here we go. 45 seconds. Let's go. Normal tempo, dead stop at the bottom. Here's our last 3, 2, one more rep, and 1. Nice work. Okay. Final round of hip thrust, and it's on to some abs, and we're done. We are almost there, y'all. Let's get into position. Normal tempo on our hip thrusts. Again, movement is in the hips. We're really trying to bias the glutes. You may feel it in the hamstrings as well. I'll give you some pointers on maybe where to position yourself. If you're feeling it other places, go ahead, get set, normal tempo. We go in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Hinge from the hips, squeeze the glutes, control. Squeeze the glutes, control. Now, if you're feeling this more in the hamstrings than the glutes, then your feet may be too far away from the body. Bring the feet in. If you're feeling it too much in the quads, your feet may be too close to the body. Walk them out. If you are feeling it in your back, then you may be too far down on the bench. Shimmy on up a little bit. A lot of the times it's our starting position on the bench. So just adjust as needed. Everyone's going to be different as well. We end with a 30-second burnout, beginning with half range of motion hip thrust. So just take it halfway down, all the way up in 3, 2, and 1. Shorten the range of motion. Halfway down, all the way up. Halfway down, all the way up. So we're keeping tension in the glutes throughout. In 5 seconds, we shorten the tempo even more. Just pulse at the top. In 3, 2, and 1. Small, controlled pulses at the top. Here's our last 3, 2, 1, and release. We are done with legs. We are done with back. We have now reached our ab burnout. It is only 5 minutes. We have 10 exercises, 30 seconds each. That's short, 30 seconds per exercise. So grab your mat. It's all going to be on your back. We will be coming up though and some sit-ups. So just grab your mat though. Follow along. We have dead bugs to begin. Really warming up the transverse abdominal. It should already be warmed up from what we just did. Here we go. Opposite leg, opposite arm. Let's go. Opposite leg, opposite arm. Exhale. Shoo. Draw it in. Inhale. Exhale. Shoo. Draw it in. Keep that low back. Pressing into the mat. Focus on the front, not the back. Reverse crunches are next. Short lever. If needed, pat up the pelvis with the hands in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Reverse crunches. We build off this exercise by extending the legs in 3, 2, and 1. Extend the legs all the way. Knees come in. Extend the leg. Try to get the hips off the mat as you exhale in. Inhale. Exhale. Shoo, round. Inhale. Exhale. Shoo, round. Bicycles with a reach is next in 3, 2, and 1. Hands go behind the head. We go 3, 2, 1 and hold. Reach opposite hand, opposite foot. 3, 2, 1 and hold. Opposite hand, opposite foot. Again, 3, 2, hold. Opposite hand, opposite foot. You got it. 15 seconds. We advance to sprinter sit-ups in 3, 2, and 1. All right, we come all the way up, opposite hand, opposite foot, down. All the way up, reach opposite hand, opposite foot, control it down. If needed, you can always dial it back to bicycles, but try to maintain this. We're almost done. We got 15 seconds left. Assisted V-ups are next. We hold at the top in 3, 2, 1. Hold at the top, hands go behind, knees come in, legs go long. Now you will feel this in your hip flexors or as well. Lower abs, hip flexors are working. Ooh, shorten the range of motion if needed. This one is burning. Already, we are halfway through 15 seconds. Russian twists are next. Hold at the top in 3, 2, and 1. Hold at the top. Hover those feet, and now we twist right, left. You can hover the feet for the more advanced option or let the feet rest on the ground. It is up to you. We take it to a double crunch in 3, 2, and 1. Come all the way down to the ground. It's a reverse crunch and a crunch together. Try to keep the neck neutral, so don't hinge at the neck. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. If needed, you can always shorten the lever and rest those feet on the mat. I know it is getting hard. We have 10 seconds, a little over a minute remaining. Lower ab lift is next. Keep the legs straight in 3, 2, and 1. Straighten the legs. Bring it up. Control it down. Lower abs, bring the legs up. Control it down. If you can, try to find some space underneath the hips on the way up. Inhale down. Exhale. Feel the lower abs draw you up. Rest pause if needed. Y'all, we have 40 seconds left. 10 seconds left of this exercise. Then we end with flutter kicks. We hold bottom and we flutter in 3, 2, and 1. Hold bottom, flutter. You got this. Come on. Straighten those legs. Start kicking. 25 seconds. Rest pause as needed. I know it's burning. It should be burning. If it's not, then we need to talk. Here we go. Get right back into it. Come on. 15 seconds. Rest pause as needed. Just do 1 rep at a time if needed. Come on, y'all. We have 10 seconds. 10 seconds. Get back to it. Fight through it. We have 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're done. We're done. High five. Virtual high five, my friend. Great job. That was tough. Oh my goodness. Especially if you challenge yourself with that weight selection. Now, if this wasn't challenging, increase the weight selection. As long as you can keep your form, mind-muscle connection, and now we're stretching. So let's just stretch. That's what I want you to do. I want you to challenge yourself with that weight selection. That's how we get stronger every single time. Just a little bit, just an extra pound every time. That's it. Now we're in puppy pose, unilateral. Feeling a nice stretch in the lats. Let's take it to the other side. Enough of me talking about who knows what. All right, bilateral puppy pose. I'm going to keep the stretch pretty short today. I will link additional stretching videos below if your body wants it. Treat yourself. All right, bring it on up. Hip flex your stretch. Runner's lunge, opposite hand goes up and over, feeling it in that left quad, left hip flexor, feels so good. Hinge it forward, open up with a lizard. You can start to rotate if that feels good. Open up that right hip a little bit. I like to play around here, a little twist. And come back up, extend the leg, hamstring stretch along the right side. I don't need to go far to feel that stretch. And let's take it to the other side. Left foot forward, right hand, bring it up and over. You can pulse it a little bit here. Feel it in that right hip flexor, right quad. Hold once you feel a nice little stretch. Big deep inhale and then exhale. Bring it down to the hands. Open up into your lizard. Gentle open up of that left hip. Add a little twist if that feels good. Undo the twist, come back up, straighten the left leg, hinge back, and feel a nice stretch along that left hamstring and into that left calf as well. Bring it on up, find your sturdy object, and let's just hold a low squat. Maybe you know it as malasana. Just feel some length along that tailbone and hold the squat. Feels good. And this is our final stretch of the day, my friends. So once you're ready, oh no, just kidding. Just kidding. My apologies. Let's stretch those lats one more time. Now we're done. Thank you so much for working out with me today. Like, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Tag me in your posts and stories on IG at Laurie Midkiff. And most importantly, have an amazing rest of the day, my friends. You rock.